Hello everybody. First of all, I want to thank the club Swallows for giving us the pitch for this week. His circumstances are very good, like last time, to have training sessions. So again, thanks for them, and I'm very happy with it. Yesterday I was a frustrated coach because I'm getting the feeling a little bit that some people here in this country don't want that Bafana Bafana becomes a successful team. And let's go back in the past. 3 months ago I came here and I wanted to organize 2 friendly games, and suddenly there was a game middle in the camp, the last championship game. They had organized it. It was against the rules of FIFA, but I had to cancel 1 friendly game for that. Then there was a meeting with the coaches. I asked a meeting with all the coaches of First Division. It was refused. It wasn't possible. Then there was the incident with Orlando Pirates, where we and my assistants were not allowed to see the game. And then yesterday, Sundance organized a vaccination for Thabisa Kutumela. I have nothing against the vaccination, because it's a very good thing if you are vaccinated. But I've got something against the timing. They've organized a vaccination during a camp. The FIFA rule said that after the last game they have to release their players. No activity is possible during FIFA period in the club. They organized the vaccination. And again, I'm not against the vaccination, but because of the fact that Thabisa was not there yesterday, he couldn't refuse it. His club pays him, so he have to do it. But because I was not there, for some other reasons, I had to change all my program yesterday morning. No meeting with the players, because all the players were not there. No photo, and so on and so on. And secondly, and that is the most important reason why I was angry, if you get a vaccination, you can have symptoms. So it's possible that today or tomorrow, Thabisa had a symptom, flu, a symptom, fever, cough, whatever. So I can't take him with me to Ethiopia. And then something that I never saw in my life as coach, as player, a player who don't come to the camp. Goodman Musele was selected for those games against Ethiopia. He didn't even come to the camp. He didn't let a message. He is unreachable. So we tried to phone him, so we don't know what the reason is why he wasn't not there. So I had to replace him. And it was a big surprise, not a little bit, it was a big surprise for me that a player don't come to a camp of a national team. So I have the feeling a little bit that the club level in this country is more important than Bafana Bafana. But clubs have to understand that directly they are advantaged if it is good with Bafana Bafana. The value of the players are increased. When you have a good national team, and I know of what I'm talking, see what happens in my country. 15 years ago, nobody wanted a Belgian player. Now everybody wants a Belgian player. So directly, they are advantaged, the clubs. The interest in South African football increase when it's go good with the national team. Now in Europe, when we are speaking about African football, we're speaking about Senegal, about Cote d'Ivoire, about Nigeria, about Ghana. Never we speak about South Africa. Never. So if you have a good national team, you will be sure that everyone will begin to have interest in South African football. Sponsoring. Who is interested in sponsoring South African football when there is no interest? In Belgium, They were looking 15 years ago to have a sponsor. They have to look very, very hard. Now they are in a row outside the building of the federation to sponsor. So everybody is advantaged if Bafana Bafana goes well. So I hope in the future that will change, and that in the next months I will feel a little bit more cooperation. Enough about that, and let's go on to the 2 games against Ethiopia, 2 important games. So we had a problem with Mosa Labusa. He was injured, so he came to the camp, and because he wasn't with the team Sunday, he was not even on the bank. So I was a little bit anxious and asked the doctor to examine him very good. So Musa was not fit. And the danger was if he should make the trainings with us, that his injury would be worse. And I don't take the responsibility to send the player back more injured to his club. So that's why, and I spoke to Mosa, he understood. So that's why we had to replace him by Luke Fleurs. And naturally the matter of Goodman Mosele. So Jesse Dunn came also with us in the team. We are in front of 2 key matches. When you play qualifiers, AFCON or World Cup, match 3 and 4 are always key matches. Always. Look at it and you will see. Those are matches, they can be decisive matches. So you can be out of the race, or you can be in a very good position. So that is also for us. If we can win those 2 games, Ethiopia is out of the race. And then you have to see what happens in the games Zimbabwe-Ghana. It can be that Zimbabwe is also out of the race, and that we are 5 points ahead on Ghana. So your position will be very, very good if we can realize that. But it's not depending only on us. We can win the games, but if Ghana win the games, okay, we are still 2 points ahead, but it's not the same. But if we win it, it can. So we have to do everything to have 6 on 6 in these 2 games. But it will be tough games, certainly. For Ethiopia, it's also being in the race or out of the race, so they will be fighting for it. There will be public, new for all of us. It's a long time ago we played for public, but it can be also against Ethiopia. So when we play our game, and when we play like we did against Ghana, with the same confidence and the same belief, I think it's possible to win in Ethiopia. And what I see yesterday and today on training, what I see the behavior of the players in the group, I'm confident. I'm really confident, like I was already before. It's just the players who had to believe it, and they believed it with the performance they did against Ghana. So it's up to us now to go on the same direction and to win those 2 games. So let's hope we can realize our dream, and that next week everybody is happy in South Africa, and that we are still first of the group, and that we have a little advantage on our opponents. Thank you.
Thank you. Good day, everyone. Good seeing you guys again. Thanks for coming. The mood in the camp it's never been this positive before. I've been 8 years part of the national team, and to see the camp being so lively, you know, it's a wonderful feeling. Obviously, it's because of the result we had last month, so we like this feeling. And I told the guys that we need to keep it this way because it feels good. And we know the task that's at hand now. We know the assignment that's at hand. It's not going to be easy, it's going to be tough, but we believe we can achieve it. Obviously, we're preparing well. The preparations have been going very well. We're looking forward to the game. And like the coach has said, you know, if we get maximum points, you know, half our foot, you know, is on the front door. So it's not going to be easy, but we're looking forward to it. We're excited. And yeah, so far so good. You know, spirit is high and we want to keep it this way. And on a little bit of a, the team, we're a bit excited, after 18 months, maybe next week is the first time we're going to be playing in front of our crowd again, in front of our supporters, so that's something that we're looking forward to, something that we've missed, so hopefully, that can, take place and we can, be happy next week, in front of our supporters, celebrating, so yeah, it's going to be good to see them again.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's good to be here again. We don't want to be complacent over what happened against Ghana. We know very well that we were able to perform the way we did because of the preparations, because of the respect that we gave Ghana, and we're going to do the same thing when we're up against Ethiopia. They're going to earn our respect, and we're going to prepare the way that we always prepare whenever we play our tough encounters. Going to Ethiopia it will never be easy. I have quite a few Ethiopians playing in the same league in Israel, so I know very well how tough they can be. So it will never be an easy game, and we're very much aware of the competition that we're going to be up against, because obviously we're playing them at home. And on the second game, we're looking very forward to play in front of our home fans and to make sure that we get results. It's been looking positive from the past 2 games. Obviously, we have a very new group, we have a new coach, and it's very exciting.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, Coach. Just in terms of the way you've been, the way your preparations have been sort of disturbed by the withdrawal and the issue with missing. But just in terms of the 6 points that are on offer, looking at their weaknesses and their strengths, how do you think about
As I said, it's a very, very difficult game. 2 very difficult games, but they're also key games. And with the confidence we have now, the belief, it's possible to win those games. It's a totally different opponent. We had Zimbabwe. It was a team who plays deep, who didn't combine so much. We had Ghana, this power, combination, speed. Next Saturday we have an opponent, they play tiki-taki football, combination. They combine nearly till the 5 meters. So if we will give them space, we will have it very, very, very difficult. So it's up to us to play our game. We have to look certainly to their qualities, but first of all, it's important that we are playing our game. And if we can succeed to do that, I think we have a big chance to win. We have a big chance to win. And like Ronwen said, I have a good feeling when I see this group training, when I see this group out of the pitch, I have a very good feeling. But again, it's not enough. The performance of Saturday will be decisive. And I hope that we can have an even good performance like we did against Ghana.
There's a question at the back, and then we'll come to you, Kanisa. Go ahead.
Thanks, Coach. It's about Ronwen from ENC. Just as you clearly said about the issue of fans, I'm not sure if in Ethiopia you're going to play in front of supporters, but here in South Africa you're going to play in front of supporters for the first time. Is it something that you're looking forward to?
Yes, I'm very happy about it, that it can be possible that we are playing here before our own public. It's always, how can I say it, something that gives you more as a team. And certainly in bad moments. If then the crowd is there and they begin to shout and they begin to sing and they begin to support you, then you can do better things than you even thought that you could do. So the crowd is very important. And I see, if I can compare it with Belgium, I live in Bruges, it's a top team in Belgium. When I see now, when they have a difficult game, and if the crowd is behind them, they overpass it and they win the game. I saw them losing games because the crowd was not there. So crowd is very important. So, and I hope that, like Ronwen said, after 18 months, that we can play in front of the crowd and that we can be supported by them. It will give us something extra, certainly.
Coach, it's Kaiser from Sport 24. In light of these issues that you mentioned with the clubs not being to put the cooperative, what plans do you have in place to actually meet them and iron out these problems, especially with such important qualified matches still to come?
At one side, I can't ask that they do everything for the national team. They have their importances too. But the things I mentioned here a few minutes ago, honestly, this is not normal. This is not normal. Those are things who are interrupting and annoying my job as coach of the national team. I want to do good work here. But if every camp I will have such kind of problems, yeah, okay, but you can solve one problem and another time another problem, but at the end it becomes frustrated. And I really hope that teams know that once the FIFA period is there, that they have to release the players and that they don't have to think about their own importances then. This is finished. From Sunday, every South African player who is selected for the national team is a member of the national team and not a member anymore of a club. And this they have a little bit to understand. I can't do it without them. If they are not cooperating, then it will be difficult for you and for us. Because for a player it's difficult. It's the guy who pays them. So like for Thabiso, he can't say, no, I don't go. Maybe he will be punished by his club because he don't do what they ask. But I have the problem. And again, let's hope that nothing happens. But if tomorrow Thabiso is awaking with fever, then we have a big problem. So they don't think about that. They don't think about the program we have. No, Thabiso, go to the vaccination. And we are in trouble yesterday morning because this we have to cancel, that we have to cancel. Not only for him, I have to be honest, not only for him, but he was part of that. So again, let's hope. And what I said, it's also in their advantage that it goes good with Bafana Bafana.
Go ahead.
Coach Media Mora. Coach, with what you've just said, going into the future after these matches, are you looking to maybe have a meeting or discuss these issues with the clubs that you are facing the problems with?
First of all, I will try to meet the coaches. This is certainly how I want to do the next weeks. I think it will not be happy to have them all together, but I will visit some clubs. This is for sure. And I want to talk with my colleagues. And I think they know what it is to be a trainer and to have plans and then to be disturbed by such things. So and I'm sure that coaches will be behind me about that discussion. And after that, okay, we will see. Maybe we have also need a meeting with, maybe not with all the clubs, but with the league. With the league. So that they can maybe push a little bit the clubs to be a little bit more cooperating. But I will do something next weeks and months. This is for sure.
CS.
CSWC from CGT in Africa. Ronwen, this is for you. Do you want me to move the mics? You good? Thanks, Thabiso.
Still young and fresh, eh?
Ronwen, you spoke about the excitement around fans returning to the ground. How tough has it been playing without fans, and what are you expecting on the night when the fans return? And I suppose they give you that energy, that lift, especially in these crucial matches.
Oh, definitely. I mean, honestly speaking, we've missed them. You know, the game hasn't felt the same. Honestly speaking, it felt like a friendly game, you know, because you can hear everyone screaming, and it's been tough, you know, but being a professional, you've got to do what you've got to do, and we know what's at stake. So them coming back, you know, obviously they've missed us as well, they've missed sport, so they're going to come back with that excitement, you know, so it's a good thing that's happening now. And, you know, we want to thank, you know, SAFA and the medical team, you know, who's made this possible, you know, and I mean, it's going to push us, like the coach said, and give us that extra, you know, advantage that we need. You know, we saw, you know, when we played the AFCON, when we went to Sudan, they made it difficult for us. Even though they had only 2,000 supporters, they were still cheering them on, you know, and that's what we've missed, you know, and we're just glad that they're back now, and yeah, we can't wait to see them.
Ronwen, again, it's Kaniso here from Sport 24. Do you feel that having crowds back for Bafana games will then have a knock-on effect on the PSL in terms of them actually getting the crowds back?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if we can say, well, we're going to be using this maybe as practice to see how it goes, you know, so hopefully it goes well. We hope, you know, there won't be any problems, and that the medical team, you know, will have, you know, strict procedures, you know, so hopefully, you know, the fans, you know, can adhere to all these procedures, you know, and I mean, we've missed, you know, the normality, you know, in our daily lives, you know, so hopefully, you know, this is the start, you know, for our country to go back to you know, some sort of normality.
Okay, any more questions?
Thanks, man. Coach, just wanted to go back to that good plan as an issue. Because you see, good plan is a young man, coach. It does not make sense for him just to not come to camp. And I hear you talking about Chinese working in Sundowns. So, in terms of movement, have you tried to contact Orlando Pirates to say, hey, listen here, good plan is not reported for camp? Do you know what is happening?
About Orlando Pirates, I received a letter with apology. So for me, it's enough. It is enough. This is something that happened, so they apologized for that, and it will not happen anymore in the future. Okay, that issue is done. About Goodman Mosele, I don't know what happened. I don't really know. I really don't know. Somebody who don't come to a camp of a national team and don't leave a message. We are in a free country. He can refuse a selection. It's only a call and said, look, I don't want to play for Bafana Bafana. It's his right to do it. So if you don't want to play, just tell me. Or tell the team manager. And said, no, the coach don't want to expect me to, I will not play in Bafana Bafana. So, or he's sick, or there's something happening in his family. I don't know. Maybe he had an accident. We don't, nothing for the moment. And this is a little bit frustrating for me also. So I don't know the reason why he's not there. He don't come. I ask you, it's strange, no? A player, a football player, professional football player, who is selected for the national team and don't come for now, till now, without a reason. I don't really understand that. But we were there yesterday morning and we were waiting. And his two teammates were there, Mabasa and Pule. And we asked, hey, where is Goodman? We didn't know. So we phoned him. We didn't have any reaction. So I don't know, I can't tell you where he is, what it is. It's unbelievable.